Faith Amid Darkness, a reflection on the first Sunday of Christmas and Feast of St. Thomas Becket. Matthew chapter 2, verses 13 to 15 and 19 to 23. As we continue celebrating the season of Christmas, we reflect on the profound mystery of God becoming human, bringing joy and hope to the world. Yet this joy is intertwined with stories of sacrifice and suffering. The Gospel today reminds us of the harsh reality faced by the Holy Family as they fled to Egypt to escape King Herod's murderous intent. This story resonates deeply with the feasts we commemorate this week. The Feast of the Holy Innocents, remembering the children slaughtered by Herod, the Feast of Saint Stephen, the first martyr of the Church, and today, the Feast of Saint Thomas Becket, a courageous bishop and martyr, who stood up for the rights of the Church against the powers of the state. The story of Saint Thomas Becket offers a powerful connection to the Gospel narrative and to the struggles of our modern world. Thomas Becket was Archbishop of Canterbury in the 12th century, a man of faith and conviction who defied King Henry II's attempts to undermine the Church's independence. His martyrdom in Canterbury Cathedral serves as a stark reminder that faithfulness to God's call often comes at great personal cost. His witness mirrors the courage of Saint Stephen and the Holy Family's obedience to God's will, even in the face of danger. Matthew's Gospel was written for a Jewish Christian audience to affirm Jesus as the Messiah and the fulfillment of God's promises. The story of the Holy Family fleeing to Egypt reflects the historical and spiritual journey of Israel, where Egypt symbolized both refuge and exile. Herod's reign serves as a backdrop of fear and violence, paralleling the oppressive forces that Israel faced throughout history. Matthew connects this narrative to Old Testament prophecy, particularly Hosea chapter 11, verse 1. Out of Egypt I called my son. By doing so, he presents Jesus as the new Israel, embodying the fulfillment of God's covenant and leading humanity in a new exodus from sin and death to life and redemption. For the Jewish Christian community, this story carried profound significance. It affirmed that Jesus' life fulfilled prophecy, assuring them of God's faithfulness. It demonstrated God's protection and sovereignty even in the face of persecution and exile. It paralleled Israel's journey, showing Jesus as the culmination of their history and hope. It offered a message of hope. Despite rejection and suffering, God's plan for salvation remains unstoppable. The story reminded them that their faith was rooted in a divine purpose, even when circumstances seemed bleak. Today, we witness modern-day martyrs, those who are killed for their faith and those who sacrifice their lives defending their communities, lands, and dignity. In the Holy Land, many lose their lives amidst the ongoing conflict, striving for peace and justice. Their witness challenges us to see faith as a call to action, even when it demands sacrifice. Standing with those who suffer means more than offering words of encouragement. It demands active solidarity. This could take the form of raising awareness about their plight, advocating for policies that protect the vulnerable, or providing material and spiritual support to those in need. It also means being unafraid to speak truth to power, much like Saint Stephen, Saint Thomas Becket, and the countless martyrs throughout history who boldly proclaimed Christ's message even when it led to their death. Like Joseph, we are called to trust in God's guidance even when the path forward is uncertain or dangerous. His obedience in protecting Jesus was not an easy task, but it was necessary for the fulfillment of God's plan. Similarly, our trust in God should embolden us to act courageously, especially when faced with situations that require us to defend what is right and just. Faith in God's sovereignty assures us that our efforts, though they may seem small or insignificant, contribute to the unfolding of His greater plan. In a world that often feels darkened by violence, greed, and despair, our role as Christians is to be bearers of hope. By embodying the light of Christ through acts of love, justice, and mercy, we can push back against the shadows and inspire others to believe in the transformative power of God's love. This active living out of faith is not just a response to the world's suffering, but also a testament to the enduring presence of Emmanuel, God with us. As we continue to celebrate Christmas and honor the witness of St. Thomas Becket, let us remember that the birth of Christ is not just a story of joy, but also a story of challenge and hope. It reminds us that God is with us in every trial, and that His love overcomes even the greatest darkness. May we, inspired by the Holy Family, the Holy Innocents, Saint Stephen, and Saint Thomas Becket, live out our faith with courage and compassion, bringing the light of Christ into a world that desperately needs it. Amen. For more reflections, please follow us on Facebook and click the subscribe button and notification bell on YouTube.